Hey Miles, I know Coach said you were dinged up and you weren't able to fully practice today. Can you talk about or explain what's your issue that's holding you back, and what do you think your prospects are of when this whole thing starts? How much are you?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I actually got knee in my calf when I was setting the screen in practice a couple days ago. So nothing serious, just a little contusion. I took an ultrasound, no strain, no tear, nothing like that. So I just been taking the past couple days a little bit easier because we obviously have some time before we start to pick up the gains and whatnot. So just kind of taking it slow. But it's nothing that's going to be long term, and it's nothing I'm concerned about.
Eric Woodyard.
What's up, Miles? How you doing?
What up, bro?
Obviously, man, Vic and, some of your other teammates, having precaution on coming back with you. I mean, is injuries in the back of your mind? Like, how much are you playing 100%, or how much can you focus with just going right back into basketball mode this quick?
I know me personally, preparation is everything. And for something like this, I haven't stopped working. And it's to be expected there's going to be a lot of soft tissue injuries and a lot of injuries that's coming back, and with so much time off. But if you keep your body in shape and you're prepared for something like this, then you don't have to worry about that. So me personally, I take my preparation seriously. My body's feeling good. And outside of this, this is just something that happens. Just like it's an injury sustained in practice. Outside of that, my body feels fine.
Olivia Ray.
Myles, what do you expect from this fan noise that they're going to be piping in? Is what Coach was explaining. It's going to be via screens and things like that. What type of differences are going to happen in the scrimmages and then when things finally get going?
This is the first I'm hearing about that. So I heard rumors about the fan noise and all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously it's inauthentic, but I feel like they're just trying to make it as close to an NBA game as possible. So I guess it's one of those things that, we'll see when we get there. I wasn't necessarily a huge proponent of it. I would rather have like music or something like that. But I also realize that there's a lot of licensing and a whole bunch of stuff that comes with that as well. So we'll see when we get there.
Scott Agnes.
Hey, Myles, you're one of the players that depends heavily on your chef. I'm curious what kind of sacrifices you've had to make or what changes to your diet have been impacted because she's not there with you.
It's just really a discipline thing. When I have my chef, it's easy for her to be like, okay, no sweets tonight, or like no macaroni, no mac and cheese, like little stuff like that. So it's just all a self-discipline aspect now. Like they obviously have, they're starting to have better selections for us as a whole. And like, as like this morning I had pancakes, like probably wasn't supposed to do that, but this is one of those things where, I had to be disciplined and it's like a self-discipline kind of thing. She checks in with me regularly, but it'd be very easy to fall off the wagon if, you weren't in tune with your body.
Mark Monteith.
Yeah, Myles, I believe it was Doug McDermott last Friday who said he thought you had showed a lot of improvement in your post-up game. Is that something you focused on during the lockdown, and where do you feel like that is right now?
I'm feeling good overall. I mean, obviously I was playing more perimeter basketball when the season had ended, but during this time I kind of just worked on all aspects of my game, and the post-up was obviously one of those things as well, just being more patient and just getting to the basket more. But yeah, I was feeling good during the practices, and I'm feeling comfortable and confident in my game, and I'm just trying to pick up where I left off.
Seth Johnson.
Hey, Myles, what's up? How you doing, man? Hey, what are you looking to gain through these first three scrimmage games, and kind of what are you hoping to see in yourself through those?
Just the conditioning. That's a big thing as well. There's only so much preparation you can do for NBA level competition, and getting out in that fire and actually playing is one thing that I'll be looking forward to, and just going against other guys. But from a team standpoint, just trying to pick up where we left off with our execution and defensively, just getting back to who we are as a unit. So it's just a good measuring stick. These first three games we're replaying on.
Wheat.
Myles, Nate was talking about some of the unique rules that they've set up with game days, like assigned seats on the bench and distancing and that sort of thing. How will that impact your game day routine, and is that another way that these scrimmages can kind of help you guys adjust to the new rules?
That's also the first I'm hearing about that. I didn't know we were going to have assigned seats. You know, the way I look at it, man, is we've had 0, positive cases since July 13th. So obviously what we're doing is working, or what the league has set up, what they mandated is working. So me personally, I'm just going to follow along whatever they're saying, because we all want to play basketball. We all want sports back, and we all want to do it as safe as possible. So it's big time the fact that no one has tested positive in these past, this past week or so. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm just one of those guys that's going to, follow along and follow suit with what's going on.
Kristen Airy.
Hey, Myles, great to see you. Look forward to doing the scrimmages and the games coming up. You did some interviews, during the layoff, just talking about as the season progressed, just how much more comfortable you were with your role. And I think back to that 11-game stretch when you guys went 8-3. Walk us through that and just all the things that went into that, you personally and you with your teammates, to make you feel so good about what you were doing.
Well, I think the biggest part of it was just confidence in what I was doing. At the beginning of the season, I wasn't very confident in playing the 4 position. I feel like the 4 position is something I'm more naturally suited to play, but I never really had to do it. So it was kind of like I was just thrown in the fire and had to figure it out for myself. And I didn't think I was doing it right. And as the season progressed, and really especially through that last, 10, 11 game stretch, my confidence was just so much higher. And it showed on the court. So just keeping my confidence high and playing the way that I'm accustomed to playing, and just playing the basketball that I know I can play. That's really all it was. Just going out there and just being myself.
Daryl Wells.
Hey, what's going on, Myles? A lot of players are using this time period to break free with social media and to document. Are you documenting this unique time period, or are you just taking it all in stride?
I'm kind of just taking it all in stride. It's one of those things that's very unique, and one of the things I'll be able to tell a story about one day. But from a personal standpoint, it's just another basketball escapade of mine that I've had in the past few years. If I'm playing the USA basketball, to going to India, I'm kind of just all taking it in and just realizing how far basketball has taken me and is going to continue to take me. So I'm just having fun with it, and just doing things that have never been done before. It's one of those things that, like I said, I'll be able to tell a story about one day. So taking it all in stride and just living, man.
Tony East.
Yeah, Myles, you guys play your first scrimmage in just 2 days now. Nate just mentioned that he's looking forward to seeing you guys play against a different team, different competition. Are you looking forward to playing a different team, and how much do you think that'll help you evaluate where you're at right now?
Most definitely. We've been beating up on each other the past couple of weeks here in this training camp per se. So I'm really looking forward to going out there and just like I said, using these games as the measuring stick before we get to the real thing. We're all anxious to go out there and play. We're all anxious to go out there and see where we're at as a team and individually. So, I'm definitely looking forward to what's ahead.
Stuart.
Hey, Myles, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, thanks for asking. I was wondering if you were planning on wearing one of the social justice messages on the back of your jersey.
I am actually. There was, me personally, I wish we would have had a little bit more of a selection, have a little bit more say so, and what was going to go into the back of our jerseys. Now, I understand that there's, a certain amount of politics that you have to keep in and out of sports, but as a whole, I wish we would have had a little more dialogue in it. But the back of my jersey is going to say "Respect us." To me personally, it just means, one, we're not just entertainment pieces. We're more than athletes. We're out here, we're doing what we love, but it's not who we are as people. We advocate for certain things. We advocate for change. And, obviously we're predominantly Black in this league. So there's a lot of messages we want to get across. And we're just trying to use our platforms, this opportunity, as a time to get those messages across. But as a whole, I just think that we deserve more respect as people as opposed to just athletes. So the back of my jersey is going to say "Respect us."
Dave Aldridge.
Myles, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Dan?
Hey, man, I'm good. Along those lines, man, I wanted to ask you about how you kind of weigh those two things. The understandable need to want to get back to playing and try to compete for a championship, but also, as you mentioned, letting people know that y'all aren't just there to entertain them. You know what I mean? Like there's humanity there that has been kind of abused of late? And how do you weigh those two things that seem to be in conflict with one another?
You know, Dave, it's something that weighed heavy on my mind before I got here. And I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to use the message or how I was going to use my voice, you know, to voice my opinions and the opinions of my people. But the fact that I've been given this platform, the fact that I have a platform, I'm going to continue to use it to educate. And that's the biggest thing, too, is just educating the ignorant people out there who don't really know where we're coming from. You know, they see us as athletes. They see us as just as pieces to, you know, to a game that they can just watch. Where it's so much more than that. You know, we all come from various backgrounds and various upbringings, and we're all in this together. So the fact that you see people advocating for stuff like, you know, Breonna Taylor and all the stuff in the police reform and, you know, these protests and stuff hadn't stopped. You know, you see the stuff that's going on in Portland, there isn't coverage of it. So we just want to continue to use our platforms to educate the people who don't see us as people. You know, they see us as, like I said, pieces of another inevitable game. So I'm excited to be one of the young people that's out here, you know, talking about this change and using my platform for good.
Okay.
Hey, Myles. Obviously, playing in the bubble is a huge change to what you're used to. Is there any specific game day routines that you have, and will you have to alter them in any way heading into when it's time to get ready to play?
I'm not fully aware of all the changes that are going to be made to the game day routines. Like I said, it was news to me that we're having assigned seats and stuff like that now. So as I get more informed, I'll be able to answer that question better. But me personally, there's not going to be much I change from a personal standpoint. I'm still going to have my rituals, do my routines, and get myself mentally and physically ready to play the game.
Two more questions. Mark Monteith.
Yeah, Myles, what's the most interesting or memorable thing you've done with your free time down there in Orlando?
I really haven't done much. I got out on the water yesterday just to kind of chill after practice, but I plan on going golfing on Friday. There really hasn't been too much to do outside of that. We had a nice team dinner, just coming together at a time like this. But as a whole, I mean, I haven't done too much out the ordinary.
Stuart, last question. Will?
Hey, I just had a follow-up to my original question, which is just that, you know, if you had the choice to put anything on the back of your jersey, do you know what it would have been?
I would like to give you a more informed answer. You know, I wouldn't want to just spitball something right now. It'd be one of those things that I would like to, you know, discuss with my family and discuss and have time to reflect on, but I don't want to just spitball an answer right now.
Sure thing. Thanks,
All
Myles.
right, thank you, Myles.
All right.